Hey, Star Twinkle, you are first. Hey, Hayward Barb. Oh my gosh, I saw that. The kitty alien is the best one. She's Quee. Hey, Harry Poppins. It's so cute. 20 piece, Aussie girl. Hey, Enu. Oh, I missed you guys. Strawberries is shaking and beyond stressed. Dainty. Thank you, Enu. Appreciate that. Hey, SB, we're under the bridge. Hey, Sneaker. Nay Rage. Thank you, Star Twinkle. Thank you. Hey, Queen Beezer. Be careful on the remote road, I know, eh? Hey, Manic Cycles. I keep looking both ways. At least you can see people coming from afar. I know, I'm a troll under the bridge. Hey, hippie chick. Sir Austin, Scootin'. My order is the same as before. Breezeth, Loof Demon. Grande cold brew in a venti cup with extra ice, 3 pumps of sugar-free vanilla syrup, and almond milk. Hi, Pamela. Cutie patootie. Finally, after paying off all my deductible, I got a big bag of medicine for $5. Hey, Moody. But like I said before, that's all restarting August 1st, and then I have to pay double the deductible. Hey, Krista. Girl 1047. Hey, Mango May. Hey, SD. Salam alaikum. I also picked up, I was scooting around Loblaws waiting for my drink to be ready, and I saw the pharmacy just happened to have sugar-free candy. Remember, I was looking for sugar-free peppermints? So sure enough, I did get the sugar-free peppermints. Why do they have carbohydrates? I don't understand where the carbohydrates are coming from. 17 carbs for 3 pieces. Maltitol syrup has carbs? Anyway, I know. Hello. I got this no sugar added assorted fruit candies, and I got the butterscotch ones. Just because, like, honestly, to help me with, like, man, I was so sick. I will never overeat junk on Ozempic again. I've learned my lesson. I think I was the most sick I ever been in my life, like, over this kind of crap. Hey, YouTube lovers, Strix Moon. Hi, everybody, streamer, viewer. Basically, I had a moment of weakness. You know, this kind of hunger, not this kind of hunger. And I had I made an order for, I had zesty cheese Doritos, pizza pockets, French onion dip and carrots, and I ordered Chinese food. That was it. I was sick the whole time I was offline. Like, throwing up. First it started with, I was laying down and I was like, the most vicious cramps I've ever had in my life in my stomach. It was so painful. And then I just was sick from there on. Barfing, diarrhea. Even now, still the diarrheas. I gotta get that out of my system, bro. And I don't ever want to feel that way again. Now, the thought of those foods, especially the Doritos, oh my like they just taste like wood. Hey, Scrape! SD Lily. Teardrop! What a friggin' lovely day it is! I hope you're feeling better. Everyone missed you. I told them you're not doing too well, that you were really sick too. Hey, Okie Pokey. Tim Hortons instant coffee. Oh, let me know how you like it. I haven't tried their instant coffee, so I'm not sure. Anyway, I've been thinking a lot too. I wanted to, I don't know if it's kind of a heavy topic. Hey, Cocoa Peagles. Pretty vacant. 20 piece, lame flame. So whenever you guys were saying if you overeat, if you eat certain things on Ozempic, you know what it's like then? It's like basically like the weight loss surgery in a needle, because you get sick like that too. When you have the surgery, so fuck, man, I was sick as a friggin' wow. I'm mad but here. Well, we appreciate your presence, Teardrop. We appreciate you. We love you. After surgery, that would be more dangerous. Yeah, you would blow out your stitches and end up in britches. There's a little bit of it's really hot in the sun today. I wanted to get out. I was craving like butterflies and ragweed. I don't know. Clavicular got arrested again. Heavy topics. Well, okay, I don't know about in the US if you guys have this, but in Canada, we have a program called M.A.I.D, Medical Assistance in Dying, okay? Something like that. So if you're terminally ill, I don't know all the parameters, but there was this woman I was following. Hi, Foodie fan, Michaela. Oh, you're driving 9 hours. I love that. Yeah, I was wondering what your guys' opinion, like, basically there's this woman I was following. It's like, yeah, Becca. You follow her too? Well, she had, hey, Dill. Hey, Ryder. Oh, really? So it's called, what is her handle again, Krista? Becca, where is Becca gone or something? I was following her journey. She had early onset Alzheimer's. And it was, getting worse and worse. And she started like she wanted to end her life before it got too bad and she didn't recognize herself and couldn't control herself. So she got approved for the medical assistance in dying. So yesterday was her day. So I was thinking about her a lot, thinking about that. Where did Bex go? Yeah. It's inhumane to force people to continue suffering if they don't want to. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about it, especially as a religious person. Like, Islam, I don't know. Like, to me, she seems so, like, I don't know what she was going through. Like, she seems still so full of life. And for me, even if I don't know how bad, like, the pain, like, in Islam, we believe in hospice and making people, like, help them live. Exactly. Like, relieve their pain in any way, even if it shortens their life a bit. But to actually take their life, or them taking their own life, that's like against religion. So I don't know how I feel about it, but God is not judgmental like religion is. Yeah, we put animals down. I mean, but I don't know. It just made me a bit sad. Like, she seemed like such a full of life woman, and what she was going through, like, that must be awful. Like, especially Alzheimer's. Your dad was in hospice at home and he died there. At least he was, you know, comfortable in his home around family, you know? Hi, Baba. Cocoa Pickles, how many emojis did you rack up since I've been gone? You want to leave the planet? Oh, see, that makes me sad when people feel that way. We should feel happy to be here. We're not here for a long time, you know? But yeah, I can't imagine. Alzheimer's is awful. I can't imagine what it's like losing yourself like that, you know? Yeah, I know, but it's morbid, but it's also part of life, you know? Where did Bex go? She's on TikTok. Where did Bex go? You'll find her on there. She's very popular. And then you gotta factor in, you know, yeah, you gotta factor in, she's gonna become a shell of herself, right? She's gonna need people to care on her 24/7. Who's gonna do it? You know, I guess a home, or I don't know. It's people do that because also they don't want to feel like a burden on somebody. Teardrop, did you get any new ones? I like the corporate Pepe. He looks so soulless. My mom passed away on hospice 4 days ago. Aw, sorry, lurking here for your loss. Peacefully and comfortably, that's good. Quality of life, yeah. It's a very, I couldn't imagine, I'm too chicken shit to do that anyways. I couldn't imagine having to make that decision. Hey, Lavisa. Who's Baba? Baba's Papa. Baba, don't preach. Do you guys want to, it's hot though. What should we do? Where did Bex go? On TikTok. Fun day to celebrate Becca's life. Yeah. Drinking a sugar-free vanilla cold brew. Yeah, I just had to barf it out. Brian Pepperjack and Sour Zio the Creamer. Zio. So what's new? It's pretty nice in the shade, but in the sun, it's like 28. You're cleaning house? I got a clean house. Hey, YouTube lover. I'm not great, but I had to get in here. Aww. I hope beezer lifts your spirits and makes you feel better. I hope it's a miraculous medicine. Did you say Zio the Creamer? Did you know that Paradise now, I think you guys told me this, but I finally saw it on YouTube. Paradise has like a lol cow show. Did you freeze a biohazard? Hello, kitty. On meth.
Then they're paralyzed.
Hey, green grapes.
Hello, everyone. How are we all doing? Well, I'm absolutely amazing. And I just thought I would let Foodie talk for a while, just to see what she had to say, because usually it's extremely boring content. However, since she has mentioned Bex and the M.A.I.D program in Canada, I just thought I would, for those who don't know what M.A.I.D is, I just thought I would play a little something about what it is. So, just warning everyone, we are going to discuss M.A.I.D, and everyone has their own opinions about that kind of subject. However, my aim isn't really to share my opinion, it's more to share the available information about the subject. And that's what I'm going to do. And this is, I'm not sure if Canada's the only country that has a program like this. Maybe the United States. I think other countries are like have something similar, or they're discussing something similar. I really don't know. I should look into that actually, because I know it's interesting. I'm looking it up right now as I speak. Okay, something. Let's see. Okay, countries and legal M.A.I.D regimes. Canada has been legalized since 2016. The Netherlands legalized via the termination of life on request and assisted Suicide Act in 2002, pioneering early jurisprudence from the 1990s. Belgium legalized euthanasia in 2002 under strict statutory patient safeguards. Luxembourg legalized assisted dying and euthanasia practices in 2009. Switzerland does not have active euthanasia, but assisted voluntary suicide via prescribed drugs has been legal for decades under criminal code provisions. Spain passed a comprehensive law legalizing euthanasia and medical assistance in dying in 2021. Colombia decriminalized the practice via constitutional court rulings in 1997 and established a broader medical framework, including non-terminal cases. New Zealand legalized choice following a 2020 public referendum coming into force in late 2021. Australia legalized state by state, starting with Victoria in 2019, followed subsequently by Western Australia, Tasmania, Queensland, South Australia, and New South Wales. Austria and Portugal legal frameworks and protocols have been established or validated by high courts. The United States legalized in Pacific individual states, including Oregon, Washington, Vermont, California, Colorado, Hawaii, New Jersey, Maine, and the District of Columbia, typically restricted to terminally ill adults with a prognosis of 6 months or less. So, these are all the places on the planet that it's legal, that they have what legalized euthanasia for various medical reasons. Hey, CC, so nice to see you. 1 second. Yeah, I'm just doing a live reaction to Foodie Beauty. I'm about 6 hours late, and I just thought I would go ahead and cover it anyway because why not? I went into it and she started discussing M.A.I.D, the medical assistance in dying program in Canada. And she said she's been following this person called Bex. Or no, is it Dex? I can't remember. Dex or Bex, something like that. So I just thought for the people who are listening who might not be familiar with that terminology, I would explain what it was. And then I would also explain all the other countries in the world that have a similar program. And I wanted to also play some video. Well, not video, but audio of what they do. So here we go.
It takes 90 seconds for this device to cool down your room.
Hold on for a second. Okay, so now I'm going to play it. So just so you guys know, this is for M.A.I.D in Canada. It's just a 1-minute audio where they explain how physicians administer assisted death in Canada. So that's what this is. And it comes from the National Post. Okay, so actually, I'm just going to read it. Okay, let me start this over. Instead of playing the music, let me start over. Okay, here we go. What happens during M.A.I.D? I'm explaining what happens during M.A.I.D. Most M.A.I.D deaths in Canada are done by a doctor, administered lethal injection. Few involve self-administered M.A.I.D, where the person swallows a lethal cocktail of drugs. On the day death is scheduled, IV lines are inserted. People can change their mind right up to the last moment before any injection. That's good to know. The first drug given is midazolam, a sedative that makes people fall asleep with 1 or 2 seconds. Next, lidocaine is injected to numb the vein for the next drug, which stings. Then propofol, a medication given before surgery, is injected. It puts people into a deep coma. The final drug is a muscle relaxant that ultimately stops the organs. And the sequence of death is coma, respiratory arrest. The person stops breathing, and cardiac arrest. Death usually occurs within 5 minutes of respiratory arrest. Oral medication takes longer, and this is basically what they do. They try to make this as painless as possible. So this is the procedure for M.A.I.D in Canada. Of course, every country has their own protocols, their own rules, their own procedures, and like I said, I did warn everyone before we discuss this subject because it can be triggering and everyone has their own opinions. And like I said, I'm not going to discuss what my opinion is because it's not relevant. What is relevant is education, and that's all I'm trying to do. Since Foodie Beauty decided to discuss M.A.I.D without actually going into the details and explaining everything. It's actually about, I felt like obligated to do that as a kind of public service. So back to Foodie the Beauty.
You started Ozempic, Cece? Envy the Sunshine. Circling the Drain. He has like 30 shows now. It's really glitchy all the time, Ryder. They're not making the money. How do you feel, Cece, on it?
So how are you doing? Cece, what's up with you? Hello to any lurkers. Hi. How is every person doing? I'm doing good. I'm slowly getting my voice back, so that's good. By the way, did you hear my crazy parody today? The one, it's called, it's a parody of Saucy Santana's Quiet on the Creek. And to be honest, I don't really like Saucy Santana. And I don't even like Quiet on the Creek. I don't even like their music, but I had this crazy idea. I'm going to make a parody off of that song of Saucy Santana based on some audio footage that I found Foodie the Beauty, where actually it was several videos, and there was like a massive amount of background noise. You know how she likes to have that fan one, and it's so loud. So first I had to find the clips I wanted to use, extract which audio I wanted to use. Then I had to spend time removing the horrible fan and all the background. And of course, I'm in my digital audio workstation using the multi-track. So I'm putting different, doing my arrangement. And of course, I did my own vocals. Not rapping, just like kind of speak songing, if whatever you want to call it. So I'm putting everything, including her infamous scream, "Don't talk to me," which of course I had to remove the background of that too. So I'm basically just arranging all the, vocals the way I want them, and then I created the beat and used that as another layer to create the entire track. So that was kind of fun. Took some hours, but I made it thinking, yeah, maybe my viewers might not like it. But I wanted to do it anyway just because I thought it was fun. And I thought, okay, this is a good reaction. It's good advice. And people can take it. She actually can take it however she wants. So I'm just going to play that, if you guys don't mind, just for fun, if you don't mind. Hold on for a second. Let me switch over to that. Let me switch over. Okay. Okay, let me switch over. I'm gonna find it. Okay. All right, here it is. Here it is. Are you guys ready?
What? Why are you grumpy? Why are you grumpy? Like, why even sit here and be grumpy then? Do you like people treating you like shit, guys? I don't like it. Seriously. Well, you can go have space. Like, don't sit here and treat me like crap and give me dirty looks. Get over it. You've been treating me like shit since you came in here. And I've been nothing but nice to you. Don't talk to me!
I went crawfishing with my grandpa each summer, and he said, now you gotta tread lightly on the bayou. But some people just go on and on. And at the time, I didn't understand the message. I thought he was talking about the bayou. But what I realized later on is that if you're not careful, that gator is gonna eat you up. Quiet on the bayou, quiet on the bayou, quiet on the bayou, quiet on the bayou. Yeah, Chelsea said you gotta be quiet on the creek. But hey, I say you gotta be quiet on the bayou, quiet on the bayou. Or I say quiet on the beach.
Don't talk to me!
So that was it. That was it. What did you guys think? That was my little parody of Saucy's Quiet on the Creek, except mine is called Quiet on the Bayou. All right, well, let's get back to Foodie.
You had Botox? Oh, I hope it helps you, Ryder. Probably just the needle hurt, eh? I need bear spray. Yeah. You can buy that on Amazon. Hi, couple. I think it's just a bike path that goes around Ottawa. That's all I think it is. Get a room. They're just holding hands. Imagine. Be like the Middle East. Remember that time in the video I went, modest kiss, and Salah did it to me, and then he's like, you have to delete it after, you have to delete it because apparently that's not good to do. And I was like, what the hell? Teardrop, it's so good to see you, Teardrop. Rosie. Who are we talking about? Going to France? Probably not. Nikki T. Oh, I don't know who that is.
I always forget to unmute myself. I just want to say one positive thing about her. Is that at least she does go outside. I mean, that's something. Yeah, she should do more. She should go outside more. She should walk instead of scoot. But I will give her credit for going outside, at least.
I don't like how Rosie treats her boyfriend. Really? Rosie's pool has algae.
Why do they get off on talking about Rosie? Her chat, they're just such little instigators, always stirring the pot, always creating drama. this isn't really what I would consider content. She goes outside, sits on some lonely segment of a street under a bridge like a troll. Yes, I give her credit for going outside, but why don't you try doing something more interesting? And she's so paranoid that someone is going to confront her physically, film her, take her photo, harm her bodily. I mean, she just basically needs to get some therapy. But like I said, I give her credit for going outside, but then she still gets a great big fat F, because it's not enough just to go out. You need to do more. Find a way to create some interesting content, because your conversations, Chantel, are not interesting or stimulating enough to be considered actual content. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels this way. It's so difficult to try to pull something, anything out of your conversations that could be in the least bit considered content. There's so many things that she can do. When you look back at her older content, you can see that she was making effort when she first started on YouTube 10 years ago. I mean, she was doing makeup tutorials and stuff, and everything just seemed to come to a halt after her and Salah broke up. And she could make content again. There's so many things she could do. She could go places. She could take us around Ottawa instead of just going on some street under a bridge like a homeless person, like a troll. She could go back and do makeup tutorials for big girls. She could do, fashion for big girls. She could do body hygiene for big girls. Oh, wait, she doesn't do hygiene. Okay, so that wouldn't work. But she could learn. She could start doing hygiene if she wanted to. She's always singing. Yet she did one video saying she doesn't listen to music because it depresses her. However, she sings all the time. She could turn her love of singing into something more, productive. She could do a night of karaoke with her beezers. I mean, personally, I don't want to hear her sing, but maybe they do. She could do games. They could do games together. There's so many things that they could do. Why doesn't she use ChatGPT to come up with some ideas for content?
I kind of wanted to go downtown, but what if I have to barf or poo on the train? Then I'm gonna be that lady.
You're already that lady, okay? You're already that lady, Chantel. You've been that lady for 10 years. So why would it stop you now? I don't know. Maybe it's time you start wearing adult diapers. If you've really got this issue with your, gastrointestinal, system, maybe you should consider the possibility of wearing adult diapers. Maybe this is something you should do, just so when you go out, you do not have this overwhelming fear of having an accident. And I can understand that if you have IBS, that is a serious issue, and that could be very embarrassing for anyone with IBS. But you shouldn't stop living your life because you have IBS. There's ways to protect yourself. Well, yeah, exactly, Cece, Jude. Cece said it's also why she eats. Oh, I don't understand everything. Yeah, but she doesn't have a gallbladder. You're right. So, yeah, you're eating all these fatty foods, and that's also going to make you have, you know, issues, unexpected issues when you're out in the public. And you know this. I have read articles of women who have similar health issues as Chantel. Like years ago, I think I read these articles. What she eats without a gallbladder, it does make a big difference. And you're right. And these women who were obese, they knew, do not eat before you go out. They would make sure that they wouldn't eat, they wouldn't do anything that was going to upset their stomach. But you always eat before you go out, and then you get sick and going to meditate the poop away like you tried to do the other day. But the best thing to do is just keep your, gastrointestinal tract clean by keeping your stomach empty. Do not eat, and don't drink coffee. Coffee's like the worst thing. You're just always guzzling coffee, and coffee is going to be a stimulant for your bowels. So you're definitely gonna be needing to go to the toilet when you're out. You just carry this big cup of coffee around, and that is the last thing you need. So yeah, you need to think about these precautions. Don't eat before you go out. Wear adult diapers if necessary. Take things with you. Like, hey, good afternoon. I'm Raising Cane's Chicken Finger. People come up with interesting names. I swear to God. Do you know, I've actually never had Raising Cane's food. I've never even eaten it before. I don't even know what it tastes like. And, but yeah, prepare yourself. Take, like mothers with small children, they take a diaper bag with them, and they've got necessities inside that bag for emergency situations with their children. You need to do something like that. You need to have a bag, a personal hygiene bag, where you've got, like, you've got some wipes, paper towels, spare clothes in case you need to change. And if you want to use adult diapers, you can bring a plastic bag to put the dirty one in, because we don't want you throwing it out on the ground or in a trash can. So these are things that you can do so that you can still enjoy your life and go outside and get involved with civilization in the real world. Because going under a bridge is not content, and it's not living your life. It looks bad. You're just hanging out under a bridge like a troll. So I know you listen to me. So when you hear this message, that's my advice to you. You want to try to turn your life around. You want to try to turn your channel around and get new viewers because there's nothing you can do about the past. It's always going to haunt you. There's always going to be people who hate you. And there's nothing you can do about that. Like, I'm never going to like you personally. I will never like you because of all the things you've done to other people, to me, and just the kind of person you are. However, just because I don't like you doesn't mean I hate you, because I don't hate anyone. And I don't wish you harm. Actually, to be quite honest, I hope you get your fucking life together. I really do, because I always want that for everyone, even if I don't like them. I don't have vendettas against people. If I've got issues with people like intellectual property or harassment or defamation, I just let my lawyer take care of that. The unfortunate part about those types of things is it takes time, but it's always the best way. It's less stressful. And you could do the same thing, Chantel. You could just get a lawyer, let your lawyer handle all your financial situation, get an accountant for that. No, actually, get an accountant so that you start paying your bills, paying your taxes, because you're obviously negligent and you're not responsible enough to keep up with your financial situation. And you can get a lawyer to handle all whatever your legal crap is, because God only knows what it is. I'm sure you got all kind of legal crap going on. Let's not forget Kuwait. You still got that legal crap going on. And focus just on your personal life. Start ignoring the haters. Start ignoring reaction channels. That means ignore me too. Ignore all the reaction channels and only focus on yourself. Because if you don't change your game plan, you're going to lose the few viewers you have. And stop being hyper-focused on teardrop. Because do you not ever think, thank you, Raising Cane, do you not ever think that your other viewers are going to resent you because you are showing preferential treatment to teardrop? I mean, there's going to be jealousy in your clan. That's just human nature. Anybody can tell you that, especially a parent can tell you this is what happens. You get sibling rivalry. So, yeah, so that's my 2 cents for whatever it's worth. Talk to ChatGPT, since that's like your bestie. Ask ChatGPT to give you suggestions on creating content. You can even go inside YouTube Studio, and it has a little tab that you can click on that says inspiration. And YouTube Studio will give you ideas for new inspiration to create new content. So there are a lot of tools available to you. Games, karaoke, new content, personal hygiene when you go out. Yeah, sure, go ahead. Ask away. Oh my God. Guys, I just lost my chat window. What the heck? I need to try to figure out how to get this back. Oh, sorry. I muted the wrong thing. I muted the sound. I didn't know that. I lost my chat window. I need to try to find a way to get this back.
Teardrop, that one's funny. Okay, Envy. Do you think that I should? But it's hot in the sun. At least I'm in the shade now. It's all sun down there, see? I know. 116 teardrop? Am I being a good Zempi patient? I was a bad Zempi patient yesterday, but I learned or the day before. Was it the night before? Yeah. At night. And then all day yesterday I was sick from it, so I learned my lesson. I'm like actually terrified to feel like that again. I thought I was dying. Man, the stomach cramps were awful. I don't know why. Yeah. It was bad. Yeah. GI distress is no joke. Okay, let me put my coffee. Surrounded by all these bags of Stouffer's. Giddy up, partner! Buckle up, Colin! Oh my gosh. Anyways, I'm surrounded by bushes, so I'm just joking, I wouldn't. What's on my lip? Coffee. Oops. Why are we yelling? I don't know. Euphemism. Emphasize. Teardrop. That was my favorite of your.
So I'm just going to answer this question. This is. Oh my God. So I have to go back to YouTube chat because my OBS chat's not working. But I'm Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers said, it's been said that you could be Foodie's moderator, Tracy. No, so let's just make this clear. I don't know any of her people. I'm 100% not Tracy, who they say is in the hospital or having her leg amputated. No idea. But I'm 100% not that person. And I just think it's hilarious. The things that people like to say in this community, just because I'm the new kid on the block, so to speak, as a reactor, doesn't mean I'm some other person's identity. I mean, yeah, it's okay that you ask the question. I actually don't have a problem with that. I just think it's kind of funny that people would even think that. It's so hilarious. Oh my God. Is this crazy funny? Wait, I'm just trying to do something if you don't mind. Hold on for a second, guys. These things are so funny, guys. I swear to God. Okay, Give me a second. I'm trying to do something. The heck? Okay. Let me get back to the stream.
Yours. When you said that's me when my husband talks to me. I picture you in bed, and then your husband comes in, babe. And you're like, what? Hey, Ophelia, thanks. That one's Ethan Pepe Teardrop. Down the road, that's where I'm gonna be. And when I get heat stroke, it'll be my fault. But at least I'm going out and not boring on the couch. I'm honestly tired of being sick inside.
I'm not in Texas, okay? I want to, but you know what? Let's say hypothetically, I was in Texas, which I'm not. Texas is a huge state. I'm not in Texas, but if I were, that doesn't make me someone else. I swear, there's so much paranoia in this community. It's just so funny to me. I actually don't sit around thinking about anyone. When I turn off YouTube, I don't sit and wonder who all the people are. I could care less. I don't sit around and think about it because I actually don't even care, because I don't try to guess what their real life is or dox them or, try defame them, make up lies, steal their intellectual property. Because honestly, I have better things to do with my life. So yeah, we could all play that game if we wanted to, but it's just so childish, just such a waste of time. Why even bother? I really, in the future, no offense, but raising Cain and anyone else, do not come to me with outside drama, because I responded to this one question just out of politeness. But in the future, if anyone asks me a stupid question, I'm not going to answer. If anyone asks me questions about my real life, I'm not going to answer. I'm a professional. I want to keep my channel professional. That's just the way I'm playing this game. I'm playing this game on the professional side. That means drama is not allowed. And if people want to talk about me, I don't care. It doesn't hurt my feelings. Doesn't make me cry. I don't lose sleep about it. But I'm not going to get into this little tit for tat and attacking other people just because they attack me. That's just not how I roll. That's not the game I play. I like to keep trying to make money here, trying to build something here, get monetized. And for me personally, I'm trying to look at this as a job kind of thing, supplemental income. And only way, in my personal opinion, to do that is to stay 100% professional all the time. That's how I want to do things. That's just me. If other people want to do that, that's fine. I don't care. I don't judge. Everyone lives their own life. Everyone, does YouTube the way they want to do YouTube. But for me, this is how I want to do it, is be professional. So, okay. Thanks for your question, but I'm not upset. Don't worry. You don't have to apologize. I'm not upset. I'm just letting you know, letting other people know, not you, but letting other people know that in the future, I will not be answering those kind of questions ever, not ever. I'm just not going to, because for me, it's just childish and silly, and I'm here to earn money and try to be professional and try to provide viewers the best possible content high quality content that I can. And that includes live stream, commentary, satire, parody songs. And I don't just plan on covering Foodie Beauty or Gore World, but YouTube is a great big universe. There's a lot more, subjects to cover just besides this one community. So I'm not just going to be hyper focused on Gore World. Yes, I will continue to cover subjects in Gore World, including Foodie the Beauty, but I'm not going to be covering her as much as I have been, because to be honest, she's boring content for me. So hi, Panda Pandu, nice to see you. And let's get back to the stream, shall we?
Hold on, I gotta itch my something. There we go. Okay, my friends. The scooter's the best investment ever. Like, tell me about it, seriously. I don't think we'd be going anywheres. Okay, my goal is to walk down this path. There's no benches, so not this path. We need a place with benches along the side. Love from Tel Aviv. Yeah. Hello.
One more thing I just want to say. Not only, for myself, but I want to say this to all YouTubers who might be listening to me. That's why I created that video, YouTube Creator Culture 101, because I want any YouTuber to know out there in the world who's starting a new channel like me is that you do not need to validate yourself. You do not need to explain yourself. You're here to provide entertainment or whatever it is that you're doing, whatever your genre, whatever your category is. And you don't need to put yourself into that, equation unless you want to. Like Foodie the Beauty. This is who she is. She wanted to be an influencer, mukbang influencer, and she wanted to make her channel all about herself. And there's a lot of people out there on the internet, on TikTok, on YouTube, whatever platform they're on, who are AKA influencers. And that's what their channel's about. And then there are people like me who we don't want to be influencers. We want to be reactors. We don't want to put our life out there in the public. So yeah. Yeah, thank you for saying that, Panda. I know I can. The problem is I don't want to just cover her. I never only just wanted to cover her. I started covering her because there was a lot of content to cover that I hadn't covered because I was new to all this stuff. But now what I'm feeling is there's so much redundancy and repetitive content that it has become extremely boring. That's why I don't cover every single stream, every single video. I have more fun like making parodies and satire, and I'm looking for other content to cover in the YouTube universe. The YouTube universe is huge. And Gore World is just a very small percentage of it. But I will say this. I love the community in Gore World. And I've enjoyed interacting with people here. Everyone's been really nice to me. And if they talk about me, I don't care. It is what it is. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I don't even get upset. I don't take it personal. And when people do defame me and steal my intellectual property for a whole year, making money from it, that's when I draw the line. I have boundaries, but I don't let it bother me. I just let my lawyer deal with everything. Like I said, the only problem with that is it takes so long, but eventually it happens. So those things happen. And I tell everyone, listen, if you're going to do YouTube, everyone needs to know you cannot go into something like YouTube and wear your feelings on your shoulders. You cannot have thin skin. And maybe because I was a journalist, I don't have thin skin. I have thick skin. So this kind of stuff is just kind of petty. It doesn't bother me. Not even a little bit. So, but and even if it did bother me, I would never discuss it here. So I'm just explaining to everyone what my boundaries are and why I operate the way I do and how I play my game, my YouTube. So I just want to keep things professional. So I hope you guys will just respect that, because that's just the way it is. And I don't have a big channel. I don't have a lot of subscribers. I don't have a lot of viewers. But I'll tell you this. Every viewer I have, even if it's only one, I'm very appreciative for it. I'm not making money now, but I'm still here creating content because I enjoy it. And I am so appreciative to every single one of my subscribers, every single one of my viewers. I know I make mistakes. I'm still learning the ropes. And I just thank you guys for all your advice. And I do listen to you. I absolutely listen to everyone. It doesn't mean I'm going to agree with everything or do everything everyone suggests, but I do listen, just so you know. I think I need to get off my soapbox now because I'm talking too much. Thanks for listening.
I'll scratch something for you. Hey, Okie Pokey. Hold on. No, it was on my face, but I don't know what the part is called. My water line? Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Oh, you have that 1-2 teardrop? The Santa with one tooth? Costco! Costco bees! Are we going to Costco again? I still have all the food from previously. I gotta eat all that crap. Time to turn on AC. Oh, my AC's on 24/7. Do you like this guy? Oh, it's Tracy! Foodie fan. You want it?
Wow, that is so hot. Oh my God. Cece. That is very hot.
The car almost backed into me. I didn't know. Okay, I'm going like 2 miles an hour. Here's the Costco parking lot. Costco gas. So if all goes well and I don't overgo on my budget until then, I plan on renting a car for a couple days only, but that's what $200 gets you. I remember Blue Cheese donating, so thank you so much.
So is it sort of like a car rental grift? It's like, oh, well, I plan on renting a car, but only for a few days. That's all that $200 gets you. I mean, it's kind of sort of sounds like a bit of a grift to me. What do you guys think? Does that sound like a bit of a grift?
And I would like to take you guys somewhere very naturey. I would love to go camping, but Sam's Club. Oh yes, housewife? Thank you, Mango. Yeah, we have to plan where we're gonna go. Do you guys want to go back and see Daddy?
Yeah, I just want to say something else. People, there is such a thing called a VPN. Let's not forget that. VPN. like in Victor, P like in Paul, and N like in Nancy. Yes, there is a VPN. So people often use VPNs in the world just to protect their identity. And by the way, just in case anybody wants to protect themselves even further, you can go into your YouTube settings and your channel settings, and you can put any country you want. And in the currency, you can put any currency you want, no matter where you live in the world. So that when you buy a super chat, it's going to pay in the currency you selected. So if someone pays in euros, that doesn't mean they're in Europe. If someone pays in US dollars, it doesn't mean they're in the United States or anywhere else. So I just thought I would put that out there for people who want to protect their privacy and their identity, that this is something you can do for yourself. All YouTubers, whether you're a viewer or you're a content creator, these are steps that you can take to protect your privacy and your location.
Or no.
And you can use a VPN too. And
No.
when you use a VPN, you're going to get YouTube advertising from the country that your VPN is on, just so you know.
Oh. Daddy. Yes? I mean, it's not going to be snowy this time. Uh-oh, it's only 3. Is that 3 bars?
Yeah, she is always scripting. And I've said it. I started my channel 2 months ago today. Well, actually, I created the channel in March, but I started creating content 2 months ago today. Today is my 2-month anniversary of creating content. Yay! I'm still here. And I said about 2 months ago that I think she's starting her corn wall grift arc, but she's going to do it slowly, not like she did when she came from Kuwait to Ottawa, because that was sort of like what she called an emergency situation. And she knows that she can't just go and beg for $10,000 again. She knows that. So she's been dropping little clues to get people ready. Like, I need a car, I need a house, discussing prices, I'm going to move, all those things. Oh, I'm going to rent a car, but I've only got enough money for 2 days. I mean, she leaves all these little hints.
Why is my scooter running out of bars so fast? I don't know if we'll make it again all the way to the end. Let's see how it goes. Niagara.
Oh, yeah, one more thing. And Raising Cain, the saying that some people are saying maybe I'm Tracy, which I'm not, 100% not, because I don't like her and Tracy doesn't like her. Thousands of people don't like Chantel. That's not even intelligent logic that people would even wrongly assume that, because if that's the case, then thousands of people are Tracy. Do you see my point? So everyone is Tracy, all right? So, yeah, I don't like her because she harassed me for 4 months, every single week, several times a week. And I ignored her, thinking if I just ignored her, eventually she'll stop. But she never did stop. So, but that's one of the reasons I don't like her. The other reason, and there are so many reasons I was already not liking her even before that, because in the beginning I felt sorry for her. Like everyone, like thousands of people felt sorry for her. Like a lot of the people who are viewing reaction channels once upon a time supported her, and they were quote unquote beezers. I never actually was a beezer, and I also never financially supported her, not even once. But a lot of other people did, and now they watch reaction channels. So that's also not a good reason to say it. But so yeah, I did a documentary, and so what? Because I was a journalist. So I did a documentary because I felt sorry for her, and I wanted to bring awareness for food addictions. And at that time, I didn't understand anything about reaction channels. All I could see is, and here I am one now, so that's kind of ironic, but I didn't understand. All I could see at that time, I was new to all this. And like so many other people who have felt sorry for her, and then later they realized who she was. Thousands of people in the world have also felt sorry for her. So I'm not the only one. Maybe they didn't all make a documentary like me because maybe they weren't a journalist like me. So, yeah. Oh, no, I know you weren't. I wasn't worried about that, Panda. But I'm just explaining. But that's my creative works, and that's my intellectual property. And there are people who have been making money off of my intellectual property for one whole year. And they've got many, many videos using it. So yeah, that's when things like that happen, you do have to get a lawyer involved. You have to sue people for compensation, financial compensation. And it's more than just doing a simple DMCA takedown. But we're also talking about defamation, target harassment, and all those things. Yeah, I did. I wrote for newspapers. That's exactly what I did. Had my own byline and everything. But so yeah. And as we know, I'm a songwriter, I'm a creative writer, I'm all those things. But so yeah, I went to do a reaction channel for a long time. I thought about it, and I just finally decided I was going to do a reaction channel. Actually, my first reactions weren't even about Foodie the Beauty. It was about other people. But then I got onto the Foodie Beauty train, and I've kind of been on there, but I'm doing a lot less Foodie the Beauty content. And I'm going to I'm going to do a lot less more, because to me personally, it's just not really that stimulating or interesting. It's just kind of like regurgitated crap at this point. It's really that boring for me. And I have to say, I have a lot more respect for reaction channels now who cover her content that I didn't have in the past. Because I understand now it takes a lot of work to try to make her content somewhat interesting for their viewers. Not her viewers, but for their viewers. It's not an easy job to do that. And I know I'm not doing it because I'm still new, and I am not very good at doing live reactions. But I'm trying to improve. It takes time, basically. It does take time. And I need a better software program, but I need to look around and try to find something that's going to work better than OBS. Or maybe OBS is good and I'm just such a noob that I don't know what I'm doing, basically. But I don't know. I'm still just very positive about everything. And that's just me. That's the kind of person I am. So yeah, and I'm not ashamed for my documentary. I apologize. I made a public apology months ago about creating it. And even before then, I made a public apology months and months ago. I took it down 3 days after I created it. I started seeing, holes in her story and her whole online persona. And, but I still have my original content. And I personally, yeah, I stand by it because that's how I felt at the time. At the time, that is how I felt. That's just exactly how I felt. I'm not going to try to say I didn't feel that way because I did. I felt that way. And I'm not ashamed for feeling that way. I'm just sorry that I didn't do more investigative research into the whole story, but I was blindsided by her story. I felt so much empathy. I felt so sorry for her because she was still in Kuwait at that time, and she was supposedly in a domestic abuse crisis type of situation, and it was easy to feel sorry for her. Lots of people, thousands of people have felt sorry for her. I think that's human. So, yeah. So I created my documentary because I wanted to humanize her. That's why I started off with this baby, which is just basically stock footage. It wasn't of her. And I started off with the baby because I wanted to say each one of us start in this world as a baby. I was trying to get people to see her in a different perspective, to see her as a human, okay? And that's why I started off with a baby. And I don't think that's weird or sick. I made it black and white because I want it's a documentary and I wanted it to be also a bit creative. And I took one of her songs that she sung, Knocking on Heaven's Door, which was very bad quality. I had to do a lot of work on her song in my digital audio workstation just to even be good enough to put in the documentary. And the reason I chose that song was a kind of message that she would have from herself to herself. Okay? Because she's singing this song, and I just felt like it was kind of poetic in a way. It's like, this is your young self telling your older self, look what you're doing to yourself. Do you see? So at that time, she still had videos on her YouTube channel where there were photos of her as a child. And so I extracted those images. I reworked them in Adobe Photoshop because I've been using Adobe Photoshop and all the Adobe products for over 20 years. So I reworked all these images and used them in the documentary. I did a lot of work on that documentary. And yeah, I actually was horrified, but I was so naive to her, which I'm not a naive person at all. But yeah, I was blindsided. That's all I can say. Sometimes that happens in life to everyone. You just meet people and you just get blindsided by their sob story. And that's why I apologize, because I feel like I got so blindsided that I wasn't neutral. Because when you make a documentary, even if it's just some little tiny documentary like what I made, you need to stay neutral. Because if you don't stay neutral, then it's not going to be a good documentary. It just isn't. And my documentary was biased because I was not neutral, because I felt so sorry for her. And that's why I apologized. I don't apologize for having empathy or feeling sorry for her, because I just think that's a normal human thing to do. What I do apologize for is that I wasn't neutral, and that's what I should have been. And maybe in the future I will make another documentary where it's going to be more balanced. But I mean, I don't want to just make, if I do a documentary, I don't want to just make a documentary that's going to be all about I hate you, because I think either way, if you go from one end to the other end, it's wrong. I think when you make a documentary, you have to stay in the middle. You have to not be emotionally involved, and you have to be neutral. So I think it's just as bad to make a documentary that's going to be 100% negative. That's also not neutral. My documentary was 100% in favor of her, and I've seen other documentaries that have been 100% against her. Both of those types of documentaries are bad. If you watch a documentary on television, National Geographic, you're going to realize that most of those documentaries are neutral. They're just presenting the facts. And that's what you should do. And that's what I didn't do. And that's why I apologize. And I was also due just to this whole YouTube culture thing about reaction channels. I've not been spending all my time on YouTube like some of you people have. I only use YouTube for watching music videos or game tutorials, that kind of thing. So yeah, so anyway, back to my documentary. So I wanted to show basically some of her family story. I went to just like she talks about her Graham's bear that died. So I decided to go online and search for information about, like, you can find this information, obituaries. That's free public information, and it shows you, like, I'm sure you guys have seen this. We've all seen it. I mean, they have like the legacy obituary, and then you can find people's family trees. You can see all that stuff. And I just want to show the story that helped make the person that she became. The missing father, and the reason I showed the obituary is because I thought it was interesting, because Foodie Beauty has openly discussed, this is actually, now this live reaction has become me discussing my past documentary, but that's fine. We can do that this one time, because it is my creative work. So Foodie Beauty has actually discussed her addiction issues. She has this is strictly for educational purposes, by the way, in documentary, because we're discussing my documentary. And she has discussed her mental health. She's discussed her addiction issues. She's removed those videos since then, but she did discuss them. Okay. So I wanted to show the obituary, because in the obituary, it said the family wanted people to donate to the local mental health facility, instead of giving gifts or flowers or whatever when her grandmother died. And I just thought, well, that's interesting. So it's to say, look, a lot of mental health issues are genetic. And that's basically what I was trying to show. There is a family history of mental health problems. She didn't just become this way all by herself. Now, that doesn't mean I feel sorry for her now, because I did feel sorry for her then. And that's my bad, okay? But I don't now, because, yes, okay, there are genetic predispositions to a lot of things, to health conditions, to mental health conditions, to cancer, to breast cancer, uterus cancer, all kinds, schizophrenia, all kinds of things. I was trying to point out in my documentary that Chantel Surratt didn't just become the person she became. It started from the day she was born. She had a teenage mother. There was mental health issues in the family. I mean, she obviously didn't get the nurturing and the stability that she needed in her life from a very young age. Now, I do think that a lot of people don't get that head start in life that they deserve to have. But you can't just go through life blaming your past. At some point in your life, you have to become an adult. And if you know and you see that you have issues, then you have to do something about it. And she knows she has issues because she has discussed these issues in front of the camera for 10 years. And that's why people don't feel sorry for her. It's not because people are mean. It's not because people wish something bad to happen to her. It's just because people are just tired of hearing it. Just like they would be tired of hearing it from someone in their real life. If you know someone in your real life, you've got a family member in your real life who's always coming up with excuses for not trying to do something, not being accountable, then you just get tired of hearing it. So it's not just Foodie, Beauty, it's anyone. And we all have known people like this in our life. And let me drink some water. Because my voice is still recovering, so it hurts my vocal cords when I talk for a lot. But so yeah, that's why I selected specific videos of her for my documentary where she is discussing her addiction and her mental health issues. And I actually had to age restrict it, which is kind of funny because there are people who are out there using my creative works and they don't even age restrict it. They use it to harass me and defame me, which is actually against YouTube policies. Defamation, target harassment, that kind of thing. But and then the music I selected it because not because it was copyright free, because I could have just used my own original music. I selected it because I felt like the lyrics were appropriate with the story I was trying to tell, because the lyrics were about empowerment. And I wanted Chantel to get up and do something with her life. Because like the Netflix, one of the songs was about, are you just going to take it? Why don't you get up and do something, you know? And I told her in her entire chat, I made a documentary and she knows it. So she can pretend to not know I made it now, but she does know because that's how everyone knew. Because I said, well, I made this documentary and I'll take it down if you don't like it. But actually, they did like it. So I didn't take it down right away. I left it up. But then after I made it, I started looking deeper into everything, which I should have did that before, but hindsight is everything we don't have. So then eventually I took it down. But apparently some people decided they felt the need to download it and stream it and make money off of it. That's not what you call fair use. Actually, that's people don't understand intellectual property laws. They don't understand what all that is at all. So yeah, so that's why I made it, and I own it. I'm not ashamed of it. The only thing I'm ashamed of is that I wasn't neutral at that time. Yeah. So I don't know. That's it, guys. And now we've been talking about this for way too long. And my voice is hurting me. Not my voice, but my vocal cords are hurting me, actually. So, does anyone have any questions that you want to ask me? Because this is going to be the only time I discuss this. I'm never going to discuss this again. And I don't know why I decided to discuss it now. I think I decided to discuss it because it felt like the right time. Raising Cain asked me a question, which I chose to answer that question because it just felt right. The right moment. You know how it is. Sometimes you just it's the right thing to do. The reality is, none of you know me. I don't know you. We'll never be each other. We all have our individual lives. Oh, yeah. I actually love that song by Prince. Oh, no, that's not by Prince. Who is that by? I'm thinking Purple Rain. You know, that's what popped into my head was Purple Rain. I guess were you referencing Purple Rain or what? Because I know that line comes from a song, but I can't remember which song it is. Oh, yeah, it's by Creedence Clearwater Revival. Have you ever seen the rain? Actually, I love that song. It's by Creedence Clearwater Revival. Right? Have you ever seen the rain? I mean, I guess that's what you're referring to, correct? And the writer is John Fogerty. It's not Chris Norman. I mean, I just actually looked it up. It's not written by Chris Norman. It's written by John Fogerty. And originally released by Creedence Clearwater in December 1970. Chris Norman recorded a well-known cover of the song with his band Smokey in 1977. Yeah. But it's a great song. I love that song. So is that the only question? Anything else? This is like my press release. No, I'm just joking. Yes, guys, this is my official press release. No, it's not a press release. It's just us chit-chatting. I'm not important enough to have a press release, okay? I just want to make that clear. I'm no one special, no one important. There's thousands upon thousands of journalists in the world. And they're just little bitty unknown journalists. They're not like, big major names. If I was a big major name, do you think I would be here right now on YouTube? Think about it. No one important at all.
Falls is far, Dill. Very far. And I would have to stay there. I would have to plan that well because I would have to take the cat with me. Scooty needs a tune-up. Yeah, what's going on with Scooty? It's like dying. It's dying. Okay, let's go this way. Hey, Age of Innocence. Feeling not great. Might need a new battery, yeah. Feeling not too great, but I'm pushing through. You know? Oh, that's a nice tree to sit beside with all the nature, all the bugs. I don't know what that guy's doing. Let's see what's...
Am I still here? Can you guys hear me? Okay, great. Nice to see you. I'm just working on getting my voice back.
Whatchamacallit there? Veg Fest.
But now my vocal cords hurt from speaking too much.
Really wanted to go, but I was throwing up, so that's my fault though for making myself sick with junk. What's around this? It's a skate park. Look at this. Skateboard park. What? Let's see these. That's cool. We got a skateboard. I wish there was someone skating so we could see. Man, when I was a teenager, I used to hang around skate parks and hope that anyone would notice me, but I was like chubby. And nobody liked chubby women back then. What are these things?
Oh yeah, you can tell she's over the weight limit because when you see her on the scooter, her body overlaps and she's like leaning all the time. But I have to say, that scooter has been incredible. It's like, I cannot believe how much it has endured. I mean, that is a great brand. I mean, they should seriously sponsor her, but I don't think any company would sponsor her just because of her content in the past. I don't know that she could get a legitimate sponsor. I mean, I'm sure there are some like sponsors she could get, but probably not that scooter company, which is too bad.
Let's see what these things are. I'm picturing her. Imagine me on the ramp. Nah, I can't do that. What's these things? Me too, Michaela. She was a skater boy. He said, see ya later, boy. Die live. I would be dead if what does this say? Splash? Wait a minute. Is this a pool? Let's go find out. Was that a joke? Probably. Who knows? What is this? Splash. This looks like a pool. I don't think I'm allowed to go in there with the camera, but let's find out what it is. 3-dot. I feel better than yesterday, but still not too great, honestly. I don't know. But what's these? Does anyone know what this is? Anyone live in Ottawa? Baby. Oh, wave pool. They have a wave pool here. What? and a library within scooting distance. That's cool. There's a library. North Gloucester Library. Oh, neat. That's pretty neat. Okay. Well, I can always come here and hang out one day and get some books. What's over here? Shake that body for me. Whoa. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh, this is all cracked and broken. Sorry, Ma, the mob has spoken. Monorail. Monorail. Monobees. Careful. It's high noon and I can't see the chat. Scrape. What is this building? A school? Have you read that book? Nope. I can't get into it. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. Anyone from Ottawa? So there's a wave pool.
Okay, so I'm just going to show people something real quick. And hopefully this will clear the record. Not that I need to, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I don't know. Can you guys see this? Do you see this? Tell me if you can see this. I'm getting a delay in chat. Just someone let me know if you can see this screen or not. I'm sure some of you have seen it, but since Raising Cain asked me if I was Tracy. So this is my you see it says Norway. This is my SoundClick page. I've deleted all my old music. I put some of it back because I've remastered it. Everything with this image of my face is old stuff. But I deleted all my old stuff, and then I've re-uploaded some of it because I've remastered it. But there's one song that I never deleted, and that's this song. So I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but do you see this song? It's 2007. I uploaded this in 2007. Do you guys see that? Do you see my song was #1 on both the metal and goth metal? This is 20 years before AI. I'm not an AI artist, okay? Yes, today I'm using synthetic vocals because I'm trying to get my voice back. But this is me in 2007, okay? This is my face in 2007. This is my song in 2007. This is me being #1 in 2007. So you see, I'm not just someone out of nowhere, okay? And I'll play it. But if I play it, this is me singing my song. It's a goth metal song called Queen of Vampires. I just want to warn people that it does have moaning in it, but it's not sexual moaning. It's the Queen of Vampire is a predator, and I wrote it in a way that she is hungry. So it's like a hungry moan, just so you know. It's not like some sicko stuff going on. So if you guys want, I will play this, okay? Of me singing.
Condone. to me, seduced by fire and blood, forbidden dark Eden. Come to me with your darkest dreams. Come to me. Come to me. Let me set you free. Come to me. Come to me with your darkest dreams. Come to me. Come to me. Let me set you free. Come to me. In the dead of the night, in the throes of your fear, embrace me in all that you are. Come to me. Come to me.
So anyway, I'm not gonna play the whole song, but so yes, that is me singing my original song called Queen of Vampires in 2007. Not AI. AI didn't exist in 2007, guys. It 100% did not exist. Here's another older song which I remastered and re-uploaded. And I'm singing a cappella because I love the song Auld Lang Syne, and I was singing a cappella with the slight, as you can see, this also was #1, and that was #1 in 2025. This is my voice. This is me singing a cappella Auld Lang Syne in Scottish, the original Scottish words.
He forgot and never brought to mind. Should old acquaintance be forgot and Auld Lang Syne? For Auld Lang Syne, my Joe, for Auld Lang Syne. We'll take a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. And surely you'll be your pint stove, and surely I'll be mine. We'll take a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne.
I'm not gonna play it all, but you get the point. That's me. That's me singing. That's not AI. And yeah, and here's a song that I wrote. This is also not AI, not even a tiny little bit.
Day after day, I sit alone and pray.
So this is not me singing. This is another artist singing, and who has her own Spotify and everything else. And we collaborated. She sung my song for me because this was 2 years ago. My voice was going out just from issues. I've got Hashimoto's and other issues, blah, blah, blah. But I'm getting my voice back.
In the shadows, casting light from the wall.
Zero AI. Before AI. This is zero AI. This is no AI.
Dandelions takes me back again. seasons ago, not so long in my mind. Gonna run, run, run through the rain with my face.
This is another original song of mine. It's called Evoke. I actually wrote this song 20 years ago, but then I collaborated with another artist who sung it for me 2 years ago. She did a live performance of my song, outside performance. You can find it on my channel. You can see her performing it. It's not AI. I don't need AI. I am a writer, guys. I am a writer. I've been writing my whole life. I come from a family of artists, writers, teachers, doctors, and I don't need AI to write for me. I do my own writing. As you can see,
I'm falling to a place.
As you can see, this song also made it to #1 on the main chart, #3 on the sub chart in the indie music, because I'm an independent artist. I'm not a signed label, and I like it that way. And so, yeah, I'm just a little bitty nobody independent artist, but I am an independent artist. I am a musician. I play 3 instruments, and I am a songwriter, more importantly. And just because I'm not now using my own vocals doesn't mean my work is AI. And songwriters still are important, and so are musicians, and so are composers. There are plenty of performers out there, human performers, who are using AI for everything, for their music, their writing, for all their stuff. And as long as they perform the music, oh, it's human. It's not AI. That's ridiculous. I do everything by myself. I do all the mastering, all the work, all the writing, all the everything. So yeah, today I'm using synthetic vocals. And so what? I don't lie about it. I'm transparent about it. Or is the fact that I'm a songwriter not important? Is the fact that I'm a musician don't count? And is the fact that I've got all these years and years of experience, professional experience of doing this? Anyway, so this song is called Evoke, and I wrote it 20 years ago. Then I redid it again, remastered, rewrote it, because 20 years ago when I first recorded it, I only recorded the first 2 verses, but I wanted to include the third verse. So this song is basically just about finding someone in your life that is out there that you know exists, but you don't really know how you're going to connect to them. It's a long story.
I'm falling to a place inside my soul, and it's lonely, far from your heart, and I'm searching through the remnants of my mind. It's cold outside, it's dark inside, and I'm bleeding.
I'm sorry, but this is too good to be AI. I mean, sorry. Oh God. She kept calling my music AI, and that's defamation. That's 100% defamation. And so, yeah. And this is a cute little song that I wrote where I'm using synthetic vocals, and it's called I'm Just a Rainy Toad. And I actually love this song. And I made it to #6 in subcategory, but that's still not too bad. Not too bad. Let me explain to you about this song. I had this crazy idea one day. I was like, oh, I want to write a song about a rainy toad. Just like that. That's sometimes like these ideals for songs and stuff are always coming to me just out of nowhere. So I started doing research about rainy toads. And then I found out there actually is such a thing called a rainy toad. Seriously. So I wrote this song. I'm just a rainy toad. Are you one too?
I'm waiting for the rain, it's dark and dry. Beneath the painted tangled sky, but I will always try. I will always try. Like a rainy toad, just a rainy toad, lost in the sand on a hot August day. I'm a rainy toad, I'm a rainy toad. I'm not different, just misunderstood. But I'm still here and I've learned the rain will come. Yeah, the rain will come. Oh, I'm a rainy toad on a dry, dry road. Just a rainy toad lost in the sand waiting.
I'm not gonna. I'm losing my voice. Doctor told me don't talk too much if I want to get my voice back. I've definitely spoken too much today. So, guys, this is my original piano composition called Rain. I'm not going to play the whole thing because it's 8 minutes long, but I'll just play a little bit of it. Some of you have already heard it. It was number 1 at one point, and it was subcategory was number 26, but today it's like 76, but that's still not too bad. So let me play a little bit of it. So this is my original composition. And by the way, this is me playing the piano. This is not AI, okay? This is me. So I'm not going to play it all, but you get the drift. Oh, yeah. So here, I know I've probably lost a lot of viewers. People aren't going to be interested in this, but I'm just sharing. So actually, I'm not even covering the live stream anymore. I don't even think I'm going to go back to it because I've spent so much time discussing all of this. and it was boring anyway, so it doesn't matter. And plenty of other people already covered her live stream, so I guess it doesn't matter. Let's see. What do I want to play? I'm looking for what I want to play. Well, yeah. Yeah, okay. This is me singing my original song. It's about peace. It's a peace song, global peace, anti-war, that kind of stuff. And yes, this is me. It's not for everyone. It's kind of like world fusion, new age kind of music. Oh, no, wait. I didn't click on that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Be the spirit of fear. Flying, flying. Spirit, reach out towards clear. Sensitive people, but there's no sunset. Sensitive people, fundamentals black. Sensitive people, for there's no world black. Sensitive people, don't turn your ears deaf. Sensitive people, listen to me, people. Don't let sunset upon your angry soul. Don't let the feelings consider. Hear the voices. Don't you hear the voices? Hear the voices coming from the dead, from the wings, from the wings of air. Don't wanna see, keep your reality. It's scattered with tears. Everything is closing in on me.
And that's my song. All my music is original. This isn't even all my music because I have removed a lot of stuff because I need to remaster it because it's so old. Most of this stuff, well, at least half of this is new releases. More than half is new releases, but some of this is older stuff that I remastered. The only thing that's still here is from 2007. I kept that up because it's kind of like a legacy kind of song type of thing. But anyway, so yeah, I guess that's about it, guys. Oh yeah, and then of course my new song, which actually I covered my own song to make a parody of Foodie Beauty called Narcissistic Blues. And where that song Narcissistic Blues came from was my original song
Time, baby.
Lay Low Blues. That's where Narcissistic Blues came from. It was a cover of my original song Lay Low Blues, which I just released a few weeks ago, and it's already number 7 in the subcategory. Actually, it was number 5. I don't know why that says 7. But yeah, I just released this 2 weeks ago, and it's already number 7, guys. So that's not too bad. Lay Low Blues.
Oh, baby. I'm feeling down.
And this song is just about someone that I care very deeply about in life who died. And that's why the song is called Lay Low Blues. That's what this song is about.
I'm feeling down. I got the blues. I got the whispering blues. Can't lay low like I used to. I can't be the one they want me to be, 'cause I am down. I am down.
So that's me playing the piano. So what I did with this song is I used my voice. I sung the song and recorded my voice singing the song, my bad voice, which I'm trying to get back. I used my voice as a reference for the synthetic model. It's not voice modulation. It's an actual program that's called Synth V, in case anyone's interested. And you can use this program, and it's they've got, these are paid voice actors, singers who license their voice out for synthetic voice models. So yes, it's using AI technology, but it's still not quite the same thing, because you're actually paying these people to license their voice. You're paying their for their synthetic voice, basically. They use their real life voice and they created synthetic voice models. And it's just a very ethical thing to do. And so that's what I do. That's part of my creative process.
I need you, baby. I need you, baby, with me right now. I want you, baby. I want you, baby, with me right now. I need to be back in your tender arms. I need to be back in love again. I need to be back with my man. Lay low blues. I'm feeling down, I'm feeling down, I need you, baby, baby.
So anyway, I think I'm just going to close this stream out. I give up on trying to cover Foodie Beauty. There was nothing really to cover anyway. I was going to try to cover it. But so when I say I'm very busy, I really am a very busy person. And that's why I'm not on YouTube all the time, because I'm doing stuff with other things in my life, not just music, but other things too. I'm also a creative writer, and I'm working on a book, and I'm just doing a whole lot of stuff. But I'm no one special. I'm just a tiny little itty bitty independent artist in the great big ocean of bigger fish and bigger artists. But it's still good because I'm doing what I like to do, and that's what everyone should do in life. Everyone should just do what they want to do. And do it because you like it. You don't do it because you want to get recognized. Because if I was doing anything to get recognized, I would have stopped a long time ago. So my advice for people in the world is that you have to, I actually tried to give that same advice to Chantel, is that you need to find something that actually interests you. A passion, a hobby, anything. I tried to tell her that numerous times, but she wouldn't listen. Is that then you have to find something that you love doing, and you have to like go after that, you know, and have a meaning and purpose in life. But she doesn't. That's why she doesn't do well on YouTube. That's why she's never happy. And she's just always performative. But what does she really do that makes her happy? She likes to sing. That's true. And maybe when she used to do karaoke on that Smoothie or whatever program that you call it, she was happier. And maybe she should go back to doing that. Maybe she should get back into doing singing or karaoke, or maybe she should learn to play a musical instrument instead of just always acting stupid and childish and immature and making herself look psychotic. I mean, I don't know. I mean, try creating content that's going to be interesting instead of sitting under a bridge, right? But yeah. So guess maybe I'll watch a little bit more of her stream.
Cool. You love books? I love looking around bookstores, and I've always been an avid reader. You know, the sun teardrop. Hello. Hey, Star Twinkle. You are first. Hey, Hayward Barb. Oh my gosh, I saw that. The kitty alien is the best one. She's Quee. Hey, Harry Poppins. It's so cute. 20 piece, Aussie girl. Hey, Enu. Oh, I missed you guys. Strawberries is shaking and beyond stressed. Dainty. Thank you, Enu. Appreciate that. Hey, SB, we're under the bridge. Hey, Sneaker. Nay Rage. Thank you, Star Twinkle. Thank you. Hey, Queen Beezer. Be careful on the remote road, I know, eh? Hey, Manic Cycles. I keep looking both ways. At least you can see people coming from afar. I know, I'm a troll under the bridge. Hey, hippie chick. Sir Austin, Scootin'. My order is the same as before. Breezeth, Loof Demon. Grande cold brew in a venti cup with extra ice, 3 pumps of sugar-free vanilla syrup, and almond milk. Hi, Pamela.
Now, she says she doesn't want to get sick to her stomach, but what is she drinking? That is 100% going to give her the runs.
Cutie patootie. Finally, after paying off all my deductible, I got a big bag of medicine for $5. Hey, Moody. But like I said before, that's all restarting August 1st, and then I have to pay double the deductible. Hey, Krista. Girl 1047. Hey, Mango May. Hey, SD. Salam alaikum. I also picked up, I was scooting around Loblaws waiting for my drink to be ready, and I saw the pharmacy just happened to have sugar-free candy. Remember I was looking for sugar-free peppermints? So sure enough, I did get the sugar-free peppermints. Why do they have carbohydrates? Xylitol. Also picked up, I was scooting around Loblaws waiting for my drink to be ready, and I saw the pharmacy just happened to have sugar-free candy. Remember I was looking for sugar-free peppermints? So sure enough, I did get the sugar-free.
Well, that's all that matters, Panda. I mean, everyone's got a voice, everyone's got music. I mean, I actually did a video, and I removed it, but not on this channel, like a while back. It was like I did a video where I wanted to inspire people to write. And what I said in my video is that writing, it starts with one word. And a lot of people think they want to write. I've had so many people tell me in my life, oh, I want to write, I want to do this, I want to write a song, I want to write a story. And I always tell people, yeah, you can do that. And in your own way, that's fine. It doesn't matter. It's your voice, it's your style, it's your feelings, it's your vision, it's your creative vision, your creative canvas to do whatever you want to do. And I think that everyone has music in them. Everyone has the word in them, and I say the word, I mean the creative word. So we can all create, we can all be creative. As humans, we are born as creative people, and I truly believe that. And yeah, maybe my form of creativity isn't going to be your form of creativity, and maybe we won't even appreciate each other's creativity, but that's really not important. The only thing that's important is that you are doing what makes you happy, right? Look at her. She doesn't understand why there's carbs in this sugar-free candy by Russell Stover, which is a very good brand. And that's because of the fillers, Chantel. There are fillers in it that have carbs in it, have calories in it. So, yeah, you got to be careful with that. Because 17 grams of carbs is a lot for a diabetic. So even though it doesn't have actual sugar, it's got other stuff in it that you shouldn't be having. And I usually tell people, listen, you need to start reading the ingredients of things that you buy. Let me see what's in that, just since she's pointing it out. What is in the Russell? Okay, I'm going to look it up. I'm sure there's stuff like Malatar or whatever. Just looking this up, guys. I think I lost all my viewers when I was playing my music. I'm looking at it. Okay, here we go. The carbohydrates in Russell Stover, sugar-free, mint, peppermint. So the carbohydrates in Russell Stover, sugar-free, mint, peppermint, hard candy come primarily from maltitol syrup, just like I thought. A sugar alcohol, polyol, used as the structural and sweetening base to give the candy its hard cracked texture. Why sugar alcohol counts as carbs? Chemical structure. Sugar alcohols like maltitol are chemically a hybrid of a sugar molecule and an alcohol molecule. Nutrition labeling. Even though they are sugar-free and do not raise blood sugar as sharply as regular table sugar, they are still classed as carbohydrates on food nutrition labels. Maltitol syrup, the main bulk ingredient and sweetener, it provides the total carbohydrates count listed on the package. Other minor ingredients, small amounts of other co-sweeteners or bulking agents may be present depending on the exact batch, but maltitol syrup is the heavy lifter. So that is interesting. And I'm looking this up, guys. Why doesn't she read the things on the package? I mean, this is what most normal people do. She's type 2 diabetic. She should be reading this stuff. Oh my God. It says diabetics can eat it in moderation, but should account for the carbs. Maltitol is a slowly metabolized carbohydrate that still impacts blood glucose and can cause a laxative effect if eaten in excess. Oh my God, she doesn't need that. A standard portion is 3 pieces, which contain 16 to 17 grams of total carbohydrates. Did you hear that? 3 pieces, Chantel, is 1 portion with 17 grams of carbohydrates. And guess what? It has a laxative effect. So I hope she doesn't just sit down and eat that whole package, because she'll be sleeping on the toilet.
Peppermints. Why do they have carbohydrates?
It's more like, why didn't you know this before you bought it? She's 42 years old. Doesn't she understand she needs to read the ingredients and the portions and nutritional facts before purchasing it?
I don't understand where the carbohydrates are coming from. 17 carbs for 3 pieces. Maltitol syrup has carbs?
That's what I just said.
Anyway, I know. Hello. I got this no sugar added assorted fruit candies, and I got the butterscotch ones. Just because, like, honestly, to help me with, like, man, I was so sick. I will never overeat junk on Ozempic again. I've learned my lesson. I think I would.
How many times has she said that in 10 years that she's been on camera? I looked at some of her retro videos, and this is like a recurring pattern in her life that she always returns to.
Was the most sick I ever been in my life, like, over this kind of crap. Hey, YouTube lovers, Strix Moon. Hi, everybody, streamer, viewer. Basically, I had a moment of weakness. You know, this kind of hunger, not this kind of hunger. And I had I made an order for, I had zesty cheese Doritos, pizza pockets, French onion dip and carrots, and I ordered Chinese food. That was it. I was sick the whole time I was offline, like throwing up. First it started with, I was laying down and I was like, the most vicious cramps I've ever had in my life in my stomach. It was so painful. And then I just was sick from there on. Barfing, diarrhea. Even now, still the diarrhea is, I gotta get that out of my system, bro.
Well, bro, when you go against the program and you're eating stuff that is counterproductive to this very expensive medication that you're on, bro, bro, and this is gonna happen.
And I don't ever want to feel that way again. Now, the thought of those foods, especially the Doritos, oh my God. It was like, as I was eating the Doritos, I was like, these don't, like, they just taste like wood. Hey, Scrape! SD Lily.
But why is she saying everything tastes like wood now? Is that normal? I have to look that up.
Teardrop! What a friggin' lovely day it is! I hope you're feeling better. Everyone missed you. I told them you're not doing too well, that you were really sick too. Hey, Okie Pokey. Tim Hortons instant coffee. Oh, let me know how you like it. I haven't tried their instant coffee, so I'm not sure. Anyway, I've been thinking a lot too. I wanted to, I don't know if it's kind of a heavy topic. Hey, Coco Pickles. Pretty vacant. 20 piece, lame flame. So whenever you guys were saying if you overeat, if you eat certain things on Ozempic, you know what it's like then? It's like basically like the weight loss surgery in a needle, because you get sick like that too.
Okay, so I just looked this up. So this is what I'm reading. This is the Gemini AI overview, and this is what it says. Okay, it says that vomiting, Ozempic slows down gastric emptying, keeping food in your stomach longer, and triggering nausea centers in the brain. So if someone is eating too much food, this is going to happen. It also has taste changes. They call it Ozempic tongue. Alterations in how your brain or saliva interprets flavors can make normal foods taste distorted, blonde, or woody. Trigger foods are high fat, greasy, very spicy, or sugary foods, worsen delayed digestion, and greatly increase the chances of throwing up. How to manage side effects. Eat very small, frequent meals instead of large portions. Avoid fatty, fried, greasy, or ultra-processed foods. Sip water steadily throughout the day to prevent dehydration and dry mouth. Choose cold or room temperature foods which release fewer strong odors and flavors that trigger aversive reactions. Contact your healthcare provider immediately if vomiting or nausea lasts more than 24 to 48 hours. If you cannot keep any liquids down or show signs of dehydration, dizziness, or dark urine, you have severe worsening stomach pain. So this is probably not, wait. This is probably, it's not working for her because she's not eating properly. This is why she's getting sick. This is why she's getting nauseous, because she's eating all the wrong foods.
When you have the surgery, so fuck, man, I was sick as a friggin' wow. I'm mad but here. Well, we appreciate your presence, Teardrop. We appreciate you. We love you. After surgery, that would be more dangerous. Yeah, you would blow out your stitches and end up in britches. There's a little bit of, it's really hot in the sun today. I wanted to get out. I was craving like butterflies and ragweed. I don't know. Clavicular got arrested again. Heavy topics. Well, okay, I don't know about in the US if you guys have this, but in Canada, we have a program called M.A.I.D, Medical Assistance in Dying, okay? Something like that. So if you're terminally ill, I don't know, on hospice 4 days ago. Aw, sorry, Lurk. They're just holding hands. Imagine. Be like the Middle East. Remember that time in the video I went, modest.
Actually, did you know that you can't use samples? And people like will.i.am, who use samples, end up getting sued, and they pay a whole lot of money to use those samples. That is a misconception that people can just use samples. You can't use samples. You have to license those samples. But the big artists like, Kanye West, will.i.am, and other big artists rappers who use samples, they're always getting sued all the time. And but they know they're going to get sued. They just use them anyway, and they just pay out later. That's what they do. But a small independent artist or anyone who doesn't have millions and millions of dollars for big payouts for using samples they didn't license shouldn't do it. It's not allowed. It's not legal. So no, you can't do that. And you definitely can't take someone's music or their creative works, whatever it is, documentary or anything else, and just use it and make money from it. Well, actually, I don't know about that story, so I'll have to look that up.
His kiss, and Salah did it to me, and then he's like, you have to delete it because apparently that's not good to do. And I was like, what the hell? Teardrop, it's so good to see you, Teardrop. Rosie.
Okay, I looked up the reference that you just gave me, and she licensed that sample. She didn't just take it and just decide to use it. She licensed it. For her 2005 hit single, Hung Up, she used a prominent sample from ABBA's Gimme Gimme Gimme, A Man After Midnight, after securing official clearance. ABBA is famous for almost never granting permission to sample their original master recording and songwriting. Madonna wrote a formal, personal letter to ABBA's songwriters, Benny Andersson and Bjorn, pleading for the right. She sent a special representative straight to Stockholm, Sweden, to deliver the request and pitch the track. They finally agreed. They didn't agree immediately, okay? It took negotiation. So, making Hung Up only the second time in the history of ABBA ever allowed their work to be sampled. And Benny Andersson and Bjorn received official co-writing credits on Hung Up. Madonna agreed to pay them a major share of the royalties generated by the track. So that's how that happened. She didn't just take it and go willy-nilly, and she's not that stupid, okay? And this is ABBA, who I actually love ABBA. They've only allowed their music to be sampled twice. And one of the times was with Madonna, and it took Madonna several attempts before they finally agreed to it. and she paid them a huge amount of money and royalties and gave them co-writing credit. No, but you use that as an example without giving context. You use that as an example without giving context. You said, so I went back and got context to give to whoever's listening to this stream. You know, I know what you meant, but whoever's listening to me would not know what I'm talking about because they're not going to see your text. Yeah, I know you said legally, but I want to explain the context to other people who are listening because, I mean, I'm really big on copyright. Obviously, I'm a musician. I'm a songwriter. I mean, I always have a lawyer all the time. I have a lawyer for years and years. I always believe in copyright protection. So, and sampling is not allowed. People do it, but they get sued for it. Like I said, will.i.am does it all the time, but he pays out for it dearly. Dearly. I don't believe in sampling. I don't think it's right. I mean, look what Kanye did to Taylor Swift. I thought that wasn't cool. I don't even like Kanye. To be honest, I don't even like him. But I do like will.i.am. And I was actually shocked when I first found out that will.i.am was sampling people. I was like, what? Don't tell me that. And let's not even talk about Beyonce, okay? Beyonce just goes and takes people's songs and sings them and then pretends like she blames it on her manager. Like, well, I thought my manager paid for the rights to this song. Like, remember Beyonce sung that song? Was it called Hearts in a Jar? Was that the name of the song that Beyonce sung? I think. I have to look this up. What songs? I'm losing my voice again because I'm talking too much. I think it was called Hearts in a Jar. And then she's used like choreography that she wasn't supposed to use. I mean, Beyonce is getting in trouble all the time for stealing people's music and choreography, even choreography from the 1960s. You know, it's just, oh God, please don't let me do, like Foodie Beauty. I'm watching her so much that her, oh my God. I'm not really a big Beyonce fan. Jar of Hearts, yeah, by Christina Perry. I love that song, Jar of Hearts. I love Madonna. By the way, I'm a huge Madonna fan. I love, love, love her. Love her so much. She has such good music over time. And one of my favorite Madonna songs, and there actually are so many, but I love her song, Ghost Town. Have you ever heard that song? Well, that's okay. That's your opinion. That's your opinion. I'm against samples unless they are, unless you acquire them legally, unless you license them, unless you actually pay the artist to use their music. I'm not against samples if they are acquired legally. But I am against them if people just say, hey, I'm going to use some of your music in my music, because that's illegal. That's called copyright infringement for a reason. Personally, I would never agree to any of my music being sampled. I just wouldn't. But that's just me. But there's plenty of artists who do that. Oh yeah, you can't touch this. Yeah. Yeah, but all these samples are legal. But there are artists who get into big trouble, especially now in 2026. Let's not talk about the past. In 2026, people know they can't do that. They just can't. But AI is taking over the world. So people don't even need to steal people's samples anymore when they've got AI. And I am 100% against taking people's stuff. So they don't even need to do it. Now, did you know you can actually just buy a collection of licensed samples? You can do that, like beats and stuff. And there's like services online that you can sign up for, and you've got access to a digital audio workstation. You've got access to samples, not only music samples like beats and stuff, but also vocal samples. So I mean, there's lots, if that's what you're talking about, the way you make music, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with that if that's the way you make music, Panda. Because you're still putting it all together. You're arranging everything. You're still putting everything together to create whatever it is you're creating. So it's still being creative. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not one of these purists who think you just have to create music a certain way and that's it. I don't believe that.
What are we talking about? Going to France? Or no? No? Daddy. Yes? I mean, it's not going to be snowy this time. Uh-oh, it's only 3... Is that 3 bars? Why is my scooter running out of bars so fast? I don't know if we'll make it again all the way to the end. Let's see how it goes. Niagara Falls is far, Dill. Very far. You know? And I would have to stay there. I would have to plan that well because I would have to take the cat with me. Scooty needs a tune-up. Yeah, what's going on with Scooty? It's like dying. It's dying. Okay, let's go this way. Hey, Age of Innocence. Feeling not great. Might need a new battery, yeah.
Well, there's plenty of sampling services out there that exist. And you could also, if you're interested, you could look on SoundClick, and there's a lot of artists on SoundClick that will let you use their samples in their work for free, or you can buy samples. There's plenty of artists who just sell their samples. And there's programs like Fruity Loops, and there's like lots of different programs out there that exist where, like I said, people can subscribe to, and they can just, buy samples, and they can just use their DAW, their digital audio workstation, to create a track, whatever kind of track they want to create. So I don't know if that's what you're doing, but there's nothing wrong with doing that. I mean, that's not what I do. What I do is more traditional songwriting, other than my synthetic vocals for recent releases. But I'm more into songwriting. I'm more into composing music and playing my instruments. But I'm definitely not against what you might be doing. Definitely not. Because the way I look at it is that you're still creating. You've got this vision in your head of how you want your song to be, and you are assembling different pieces of the puzzle together. That takes significant human input, and it takes a lot of creative energy to do that. And there's a lot of people who do that. There's nothing wrong with that. Definitely not.
Feeling not too great, but I'm pushing through. You know? Oh, that's a nice tree to sit beside with all the nature, all the bugs.
Is that a guy pushing a grocery cart in the grass? I guess what is he trying to do? Bring all the grocery carts back to the store? Do you hear my voice is getting hoarse? It hurts. Actually, my vocal cords are hoarse now. The doctor said, don't talk too much, give your voice a rest. And I spoke way too much, and now I'm like getting hoarse and my throat hurts. Oh my God.
I don't know what that guy's doing. Let's see what's around here. Thank you, Wake and Bake.
You know, people always, my whole life, I've heard people say tea makes it better, but I'm just not sure if that's really true. I don't know that tea makes it better. Maybe tea with honey and lemon makes it better. Do you think just plain tea actually makes it better? But yeah, I need to rest my voice.
Yeah, I wanted to go to, I wanted to take you guys to, whatchamacallit there? Veg Fest. I really wanted to go, but I was throwing up, so.
That's how my voice got hoarse, is I was doing so many live streams. And my voice, my vocal cords are on the mend anyway. And I'm not a smoker. I don't smoke or any of that stuff. So, but I do have Hashimoto's, so that doesn't help.
That's my fault, though, for making myself sick with junk. What's around this? It's a skate park. Look at this. Skateboard park. What? Let's see these. That's cool. We got a skateboard. I wish there was someone skating so we could see. Man, when I was a teenager, I used to...
Yeah, I don't use sugar and stuff like that. I'm not a diabetic. But sugar is just so toxic. It's so bad for people. Honestly, I don't even understand why people don't realize just how bad sugar is for you.
To hang around skate parks and hope that anyone would notice me, but I was like chubby. And nobody liked chubby women back then. What are these things? Let's see what these things
When
are.
I say bad for you, I don't just mean overweight people. I mean all people. No one should be eating sugar. They should just eat like moderate amounts of sugar.
I'm picturing her. Imagine me on the ramp. Nah, I can't do that. What's these things? Me too, Michaela. She was a skater boy. He said, see ya later, boy. Die live.
Yeah, and you know, that's a conundrum because she's diabetic, type 2 diabetic. She should avoid sugar like the plague. She really should. But I mean, it's empty calories. She should just actually, I know it's okay, everyone have a nice little treat sometimes, but she should just really avoid all kind of empty calories, the fatty foods, the saturated fats, the carbs, the sugars, and just try to stick with nutritional food. She'd be a lot more satisfied, I think. But I mean, it's easy to say that because I don't have a food addiction, and I guess for her and other people like her, it's the food addiction is like all in your brain. So that's what they're calling food noise and stuff like that. So even though she might not actually be hungry, it's that dopamine part of the brain that wants that reward, that immediate reward that you get from eating something like salty foods or sugary things. That kind of comfort that you get. This is why she needs to do more than just take Ozempic. Because even if she loses weight with Ozempic, she needs to maintain her body weight. And unless she changes her relationship with food and rewires the way her brain thinks about food, she's just going to gain all the weight back. And this is what happens to people. People gain weight for lots of reasons, not just for food addiction, not for eating too much. People gain weight for other things too, like hormones imbalance, like all kind of medical reasons. People can gain weight, lymphedema, all kind of things. I'm speaking specifically about people who use food as a crutch, who have a food addiction. And usually if they have a food addiction, they're going to have other types of addictions, like they've got this addictive personality. So, and that seems to be her problem. I mean, I'm not a doctor, I'm no one, but I just think personally she needs to get just some therapy to deal with why does she have these addictions? What can she do to sustain weight loss? And I mean, it may be, this is just like a lifestyle that she has to accept and learn how to cope and get some coping skills so that she can live her life. It's just like people who are alcoholics, they can never drink. They say you're always going to have that addiction. So you have to have coping skills to learn how to manage these urges. And the only way she's going to get that is through therapy. And but she's got to be willing to actually make the effort. And that, only she can do that.
I would be dead if what does this say? Splash? Wait a minute. Is this a pool? Let's go find out. Was that a joke? Probably. Who knows? What is this? Splash. This looks like a pool. I don't think I'm allowed to go in there with the camera, but let's find out what it is. 3 dot. I feel better than yesterday, but still not too great, honestly. I don't know. But what's these? Does anyone know what this is? Anyone live in Ottawa? Baby. Oh, wave pool. They have a wave pool here. What? And a library within scooting distance. That's cool. There's a library. North Gloucester Library. Oh, neat. That's pretty neat. Okay. Well, I can always come here and hang out one day and get some books. What's over here? Shake that body for me. Whoa. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh, this is all cracked and broken. Sorry, Ma, the mob has spoken. Monorail. Monorail.
Honestly, I don't know that I'm going to do any more live Foodie Beauty streams. They're so boring. This whole stream has been extremely boring. And I've mostly been talking about myself anyway. So, I might do live streams, but it's not going to be often. It's not going to be every live stream, for sure not. I just don't even know if I'm going to do them at all, to be honest. This might be my last one. We'll see. We'll just see. It depends. It all depends if I feel like it, if I've got the time, and if it's actually something worth reacting to. I did it tonight just out of curiosity, and oh well.
Mono bees. Careful. It's high noon and I can't see the chat. Scrape. What is this building? A school? Have you read that book? Nope. I can't get into it. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. Anyone from Ottawa? So there's a wave pool. You love books? I love looking around bookstores. And I've always been an avid reader, you know? The sun teardrop, imagine. It's like right on my head and stuff.
Well, thanks, man. Like I said, we'll see. I don't know. It's, even when she rages, it's still kind of like just the same regurgitated stuff. I mean, that even gets boring. Honestly, I don't know how the other reactors have been doing it for so long, so many years. I mean, hats off to them. Kudos to them for being able to, like, make her content interesting. And I use that word lightly. But yeah, some of the reactors are really good at what they do, and I guess I'm just not that interested in her content. Like, I thought I could do it, but the more I do these live reactions, the more bored I'm getting from it. Does that even make sense?
I don't know what's around these parts. Yeah, the smell of books. Especially the smell of, like, old books. Do you like reading, Teardrop? I need a cute little bucket hat. Yeah, I need an umbrella or a hat, like an umbrella over Scooty. Okay, so this is like some kind of school or something. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry about that. Sorry. That just came out. I can't control it sometimes. You love books but haven't read in years? I feel like my mind is not at peace in order to focus on reading. I feel guilty that I'm reading, like I should be doing something else, but then I just sit there. I'm like, what is going on? What is going on? Holy diver, you've been down too long in the middle of sea. Used bookstores are awesome, yeah. Oh, what's becoming of bees? The White Fairy? Gotta get away. Let's go to the beer store. I wonder if they still sell Dave's Island Stingers. That's what I used to drink. I won't drink now, of course. Gosh, imagine all my health problems and trying to drink with them all. Whoa, shit. So okay, my drink is good. There's a truth that's... Yeah, internet-induced ADHD, I swear. I'm serious. It's like a thing. It's an actual condition. Because we're so used to fast media. That's all we do. But I wouldn't have it any other way. No, but seriously. My aunt said she went to a cabin with her friend. Like a lake cabin. And she didn't have any internet. And she was fine. But I think she's a boomer, so... What's down this path? It looks like a makeout path. What do you? You need to try audiobooks. Yes. I did purchase an audiobook. I had Audible a long time ago. And I drove to Montreal to get it put in, and I listened to The Shining. It was pretty cool. Was the puts in place open when I got there? I don't remember. I know I got it puts in, but I don't think it was from where I originally wanted it. Audiobooks for sleep. I put on a playlist of space facts. So boring. But so amazing how space is. Like how? How on earth is space that amazing?
Well, why didn't you go to bed? Why are you still here? Real life is more important. You should go to bed. Go to sleep. Go to bed. Get some Z's.
It's like infinitely huge. Do you know we're hurling through space right now, but we can't feel it? We're not just staying there. No, that's not how things look. It's false. Hello. The beezer never dies. Oh, I gotta come up this hill. I don't know if that's a wise choice. I don't think it is. Forget it. Because my battery... Like, the thing is if we want to go somewhere far away, I have to charge it overnight, and I didn't. I didn't even think about it because I was sick. That we will go extinct? I mean, if you look at it this way, the dinosaurs existed for millions of years before they went extinct. What about humans? We've only been alive for thousands. So it very well probably will happen eventually, yeah. Can we dig for dinosaurs? Where? How come they don't find dinosaurs in Canada? Did they not, like, live in Canada, dinosaurs? Dinosaurs didn't make plastic trash. That's true, sadly.
Why does she know so little about Canada?
Beings are extremely resilient and can adjust to just anything, you know? You were on Nikocato's side. Oh. Thank you, Pooh. you. Wow. Thanks, Ryder. Appreciate it. Thank you. More? Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna come back. I'll do a long one. Thanks, Ryder.
I just find it
Ryder's
incredible
on
how
the
childish she
store.
is. This is content. Oh my god.
Let's see you walk by.
You should go to sleep, Panda. Thanks for hanging out and hope you have a nice evening.
Okay. Oh. Oh.
Does she look like she's losing weight, guys? Her clothes seem bigger. Hard to say.
Oh. Thank you, Pooh.
Go to sleep, Panda.
Skip. Pentagram. Wait, what? I missed that scrape. Love you too, Okey Pokey. Sorry, what did you say? What did you say, Scrape? Oh, Pentagram. I never heard of that band. Okay, hold on. Can people skip? Do squats? Ow, my knees. I can't. Hurts me.
At least she's moving. That's better than not doing anything.
Those crows making fun of me. You hear them laughing? What are you laughing at? Ryder, oh my god. Good job, squats and skips. I can't do really good ones. Thank you, Ryder, for your support. I appreciate it. Okay. I might have to go number 1, 2, and 3. Hey, Ruins of Coolness. No, I don't vape in my apartment anymore. Nothing. We're gonna come outside. No, it's not just that, Ruins. It's I promised Salah I wouldn't do it on camera, so. But whatever. You did it in the on the window. Oh my gosh. Is that a new emoji teardrop or how many out? Okay, When are you guys getting your new emojis? That's a demon. Yeah, I never did. My favorite Pink Floyd tonight. Oh my god. 15 minutes. 8 p.m. It's only 1. It's my fault, I'm dumb. Okay, now let's see. 10 more minutes. Thank you, Ryder, for all those gifts, by the way. Wow. Even though I also feel hated. There's nothing I'll ever be able to do about that, so better to just be nice and focus on the love. You know? Yeah. I mean, this summer weather is hot, but it's not as bad as friggin'... It's actually not as hot as Syria. Syria, for some reason, just felt so hot. Maybe not as many trees. I don't know what it was. And Kuwait, well... Turn it into content and move on. Yeah. Wait, how do you turn it into content? What do you mean? Read my hate emails? They would bring you guys down. Oh, it smells good here. It smells like cedar. Teardrop, what the hell? What Pepe is that with his mouth wide open? The micro chodes, yes. I've seen those accidental pictures. O-Train. Yeah, I really want to go on it, but like my battery, I don't know if it will last. I kind of want to, yeah. Do you think it would be okay, my battery? I don't know. How do we play choosy? Oh, cheddar, I get it. That kind of stuff, yeah. Well, yeah, that's why I say, oh, I got my insulin in the bag. I gotta go put it in the fridge. There's an ice pack, but it's gonna melt. Michelle, that was not nice. Someone called you haram. Please call the police. You got harassed. Stay safe. Ah, thank you, Michelle. No, he didn't say haram. He said salam, because I heard him say salam, which sounds like haram, but he wasn't even a Muslim. Like, he was just like a white guy. So why would he be criticizing me? Thank you, though. Thanks for the gift. If he was saying haram, I mean, that's fine, I guess. It's not gonna ruin my life. Yeah, because he smiled at me. Why would he turn and smile if he was saying haram? Like... Yeah, but I'm wearing a hijab. You can tell that I'm Muslim, you know what I mean? I mean, maybe he was Muslim. I don't know. I can't really judge a book by its cover, but I heard salam and he smiled at me, so I don't think it was haram, but even though what I was doing could be seen as that for sure. That's true. No, but like, you know what I mean? Like, he could have been Muslim. You're right, Ryder. It's just that he just seemed like a Canadian white guy, non-Muslim, trying to be nice and say like our greeting, but he could have been Muslim. Maybe he was a revert like me, or who knows. Teardrop, what the hell? What is that? That's the opposite of potato smile. Going home? Well, for now, because I don't want my battery to die. You know what I mean? Which is gonna happen. I gotta get my parcel. I'll get it later. Yeah, I didn't mean like white as in skin color. I meant like, I don't know if you know what I mean. I guess not. But he definitely, I heard salam. But if he said haram, I don't really care because I don't know him. So, and I'll never see him again. But he did not say haram. You know what I mean? I think they just think that because they try to twist anything, you know? Maybe it was just a joke. People are joking around. I have no idea. Oh, Ryder, what the? Who cares? Right, who cares? Like, I don't care what. Listen, I've been called worse by people. Metformin. Next doctor, don't know. A case of these. I stocked up because my insurance is renewing, so I got all of these things for just $5. Got some more metformin. You take metformin. Keep the receipts on those. Strength of a metformin. Next doctor, don't know. I also got these, a case of these. 0 sugar Pepsi cream soda, very good. Armpit swipe. Yeah, chimp. Yeah, it's good. You guys have that in the States? Ice pack is... I gotta put my insulin in the fridge. My Libre comes with 2 of these, sensor pack and this. Let me see what it says. It's supposed to go on the back of the arm. Scream. Next to M.A.I.D bastard. The chicken breasts? Which ones, YouTube lover? People? No offense to the people in Florida. My grandpa's from Florida. He lives in Florida too. Florida's a meme. Yeah, I know. I know I've heard like about it, but Florida man is a meme, yeah. Have you ever... What are you gonna feed? Do snakes eat every day? There's no shades? Just one shade? She's rage baiting. No, I can't reach it. I gotta clean all this crap here. I didn't do any cleaning when I was sick. Fish, teardrop. I know, she tries to make me reach all the places I can't reach. There's mayo, I don't know. Today would have been a nice day for the market. A little hot. Yes, that's what I'm saying, streamer and viewer. Like, if you're over an edge and you have your phone, it's like, oh my gosh. Like, what if it falls? Oh my gosh, no. I didn't have anything to eat yet today. You go to the Gloucester Walmart? That's so close. It's really quiet. Really?
Well, she said she didn't have anything to eat. We really don't know that, but okay, let's just say she actually didn't have anything to eat. She had that big giant cup of some sort of almond milk and coffee and whatever else that was in it. So that might not have been solid food, but you still consumed calories and some sort of nutrition. That is, if you're not lying.
You said it's okay. I think I was helping you. Fair is fair. Mae West. Really? Yeah, I had nothing to eat. It's under drops and rewards in the settings. Oh. I had a coffee. I'm not well.
Well, I mean, it wasn't just a coffee. It had milk in it and other stuff.
So, I like baklava. Yeah. It's good. It's not my favorite dessert, though. It's not something I think of ever getting. I like chocolate cake. I wish I had kettle corn right now. And tea time. Baklava. Your top 3. Sorry about that. Yeah, Weird Barbie wanted to say hi. 10, because I'm almost gonna puke.
Well, guys, I think I'm probably going to end this stream, which was 100% disastrous. And I'm going to end it on my new parody song, which is exactly the way I started it. As soon as I find it.
What? Why are you grumpy? Why are you grumpy? Like, why even sit here and be grumpy then? Do you like people treating you like shit, guys? I don't like it. Seriously. Well, you can go have space. Like, don't sit here and treat me like crap and give me dirty looks. Get over it. You've been treating me like shit since you came in here. And I've been nothing but nice to you. Don't talk to me!
I went crawfishing with my grandpa each summer. And he said, now you gotta tread lightly on the bayou. But some people just go on and on. And at the time, I didn't understand the message. I thought he was talking about the bayou. But what I realized later on is that if you're not careful...
What? Why are you grumpy? Why are you grumpy? Like, why even sit here and be grumpy then? Do you like people treating you like shit, guys? I don't like it. Seriously. Well, he can go have space. Like, don't sit here and treat me like crap and give me dirty looks. Get over it. You've been treating me like shit since you came in here. And I've been nothing but nice to you. Don't talk to me!
I went crawfishing with my grandpa each summer. And he said, now you gotta tread lightly on the bayou. But some people just go on and on. And at the time, I didn't understand the message. I thought he was talking about the bayou. But what I realized later on is that if you're not careful, that gator is gonna eat you up. Quiet on the bayou, quiet on the bayou, quiet on the bayou, quiet on the bayou. Yeah, Spouser said you gotta be quiet on the creek. But hey, I say you gotta be quiet on the bayou, quiet on the bayou. Or I could say quiet on the beach.
Don't talk to me! What? Why are you grumpy? Why are you grumpy?